Hey ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what's up? It's Jonathan here with you, coming to you live from my room. Yes, my junky room that I never clean, that I need to clean, that I just don't like to clean. But every once in a while, I try to make an effort to keep it clean. But anyways, I want to get to what I want to talk about today. And today's topic is Jameis Winston. If you guys don't know by now, which most sports fans probably know by now, he has decided to enter the NFL draft in April. May now. It's been moved to May. But this is not surprising. We kind of knew he was going to declare for the draft. We just had that feeling that he was going to leave college early. And now is the time for him to leave. It makes perfect sense because now he has a real chance to be a #1 draft pick. And ESPN NFL draft expert Mel Kiper Jr. had Winston at #1 on his 2015 big board. But this is why he's leaving college early, because he knows he can get the guaranteed money. He knows that he can be a first rounder, which this is a weak quarterback class. It's a weak quarterback class, and this is the time for Winston to finally make the move for the NFL. He's making the right decision on behalf of himself, but our NFL team's gonna be willing to take this guy, to draft this guy? That's the question that I have. He's a risk. He is definitely a risk. We all know, that for a fact. We know his troubles off the field. We know he's been involved in a number of incidents in the past. We know that he's, endured a season of toxicity. He's been probably one of the most scrutinized, polarizing figures in college football, along with Johnny Manziel when he was in college. It's just, a number of incidents that occurred with him. From the rape allegations. The charges were dismissed, but still, his name was mentioned. He was accused of raping a girl, Then there was the incident where he shoplifted crab legs from a Publix in Florida. Then there was a female employee at a Burger King who, accused Jameis Winston of sneaking out with soda after he had stolen soda allegedly. So, this guy's just been misbehaving. Like he has behavior issues, and that's something that as a general manager and owner, I would take heed to that. I would really look into that. Like, is he gonna be trouble for my team? Because he lacks maturity. He lacks maturity. He has the skill sets to be a great quarterback in the NFL, but he's immature. He seems like he thinks he can get away with anything. He's not disciplined enough. If I'm drafting this guy, I want to make sure that he's gonna make the right decisions. That he's not gonna, make poor decisions. That he's gonna have good judgment. I want to make sure this guy's the right fit for my organization. I want to make sure that he's not going to be a distraction and not going to create havoc for my organization. And, it's kind of hard to tell. He is young. He is still learning. He's still growing as a person, and everything. But there's no excuse for all these. When is this guy going to get it? There's no excuse for all these troubles, off the field. There's just no excuse for it. When is he gonna learn? That's the question I have. And the recent incident occurred in the FSU student union where he jumped on a table, and he just started shouting obscenities and cussing and using F-bombs, and people are saying it's not that big of a deal, but it reflects not only on you as a person, but it also reflects on the university too. He represents Florida State. So when he gets drafted to a team, he's going to represent that team. And And you know, good character is very important. Good character, and been civilized as a person, as an individual. You know, this is something that he has to work on as a person, and he has to get better at that. I'm not sure I would draft him. I'm not even so sure. I think he's a first rounder for sure, but I think he's I don't know. I think some teams are desperate for quarterbacks, so I think he'll probably go early. He will go early because it's a weak class. That's the only reason. Other than that, if this was a great class of quarterbacks, he would be a late first rounder, maybe even a second rounder because of his actions. Because teams look at that before they look at anything else. They look at a player's, you know, actions and personality. Not so much what he can do on the field talent-wise, but how he will behave as a person off the field. Teams look at that. Organizations look at that. And I just think he comes with a great deal of talent, but he comes with too much baggage, you know. And I just don't think that it will be somebody that I would take, especially if I'm a number one, if I got the number one pick in the draft. If I got the number one pick in the draft, I'm going with Oregon's quarterback. I'm going with Oregon's quarterback because he's humble for one. He's shown that he's mature. You know, he's shown, you know, humility. You know, the guy has the intangibles to be a great NFL quarterback. He's a dual threat. You know, I don't think he will be eaten alive by defenses in the NFL because I think he can sharpen his throwing mechanics, and I think he will get better in that you know, part of his game. But as far as Winston goes, I don't think I could draft this guy for my team. I just don't. I see you guys in my next video. You guys take care. You guys have a good day. I am out.